Hey, Kazo, I'm back. I'm sorry, my computer battery, I mean, storage. So I got it. This is the last part, right? This is the Nubis Oracle. We are dealing with the Egyptian deities. This is another Oracle deck. This is basically dealing with life path. So I'm doing extraness for you. I don't even do all this. This is like I'm doing like 3 readers and fucking one. So this is like the last part. This is the life path reading. All right, I'm picking a card for the life path, because this we did your general life, but this is the life path. This is like spiritual, real spiritual cards. These is real deities, Egyptian deities that exist. So I'm coming in here in this deck because this is deep. Okay, this is some deep cards, and this is spiritual. It's about the universe. It's about us, as spiritual, beings, gods and goddesses. So I'm asking my angels and my spirit guides, please give me a message for Tanisha about her life path. Any messages y'all may have for her that y'all want her to know, that y'all need her to know. Can I please get a message for Tanisha about her life path? A life path card about her, which anything y'all need her to know, want to know. All right, we're not asking no questions. Why? Because we need to know what they want you to know. It's not what the fuck we want to know. I mean, it is, but not at this time, okay? We need to know. Sometimes it's not good to ask questions. Sometimes it's just best to, see what they have to say, that they want you to know. Like, sometimes they say, shut up and listen. So 2 cards fell out for you. I only needed 1, but 2 fell out. So you have Kunsu, Lunar Energies, Divine Timing, and Blood Mysteries. And you have Bass, Holy Longing, Desire, Instinct, Sensuality. So let's clarify these cards. Alright, so you have Kunsu. Kunsu is a lunar god who appears with as many faces as the phases of the moon. Like the moon, he controls the tides and influences the weather. With Thoth, alright, Thoth is he's one of the Egyptian deities. He has wisdom and knowledge, okay? And like Thoth is seen as both the ibis and the baboon, known as the wanderer. He is a protector of travelers and a measure of time. Khonsu brings spiritual nourishment to our bodies and souls. He knows the exact time in which we are ready to receive communion and eat the flesh of the gods, so that we may become as one of them, because we are. But you got to know that, okay? Khonsu works on our behalf to fertilize our minds and hearts with the seeds of our own divinity. He engages the power of the moon, all right? The moon god. All right, engage the power of the moon to bring forth the healing rains that cleanses our body. That cleanses our old belief systems. Like I was telling about church and Jesus and shit. That's our old belief system, okay? And he renews our DNA at a cellular level. He governs the tides of the oceans and human emotions. Khonsu is a great healer, said to be able to exorcise, demons. And he does this by honoring, feasting, and celebrating the diseases, and they go away happily. If you have chosen this card, the time is now to move forward in some situation that you have been hesitant about. So if you have been hesitant about any situation that you're in now, and they letting you know it's time to move forward. Stop being stagnant. Get out that situation. It's time to move forward. All right. It is also a favorable time for travel. Whatever movement is being called for you may want to harness the power of ritual. Create a communion ceremony in honor of the divine being that you are. Acknowledge the journey you have completed that has prepared you for the new phase you're entering. You can do this spiritually or bring it to the physical plane by setting up an altar with food that represents the body of earth and drink that represents the blood of the divine Netaru. All right, I have an altar in my living room. I set up. You can do that too. All right, that's another thing you can work on doing. And you can also connect with your mother too. All right, it's a lot of things, girl. It's a lot of magic. It's a lot of magic. Trust me. All right. If you are in need of healing, honor the source of your disease. Dis-ease. All right. It's not a disease. It's just at ease. All right. Injury or situation for the teaching. it has brought you as you take in the holy sacraments. Wow. The last but not least card they have for your life path is Bast. Okay, all these are real Egyptian deities. These people exist. You can call on them, talk to them. Okay, if you want, you can always come back to this video and see what going on. Don't worry about me saying your name. It's a lot of Tanishas. Nobody don't know who you are, right? My clients know that. When I say their name, they don't, it's a lot of those people. Nobody don't know who you talking about, okay? So don't worry about your name, and it's private also, okay? The sensual cat goddess Bast creates the compelling desire to be born into form. Soul, Ba means soul, okay? And the realm of formlessness. Her instinctual holy longing is irresistible, and its urgency to create new life. She shows us that birth is sacred, and being born into form is a blessing, not a curse. She is our guardian, though the birthing chambers each time we are ready for renew our form. As a fertility goddess, Bast represents the sacred side of lust and the discernment to know when to surrender to the holy longing, which is based in the desire to embody form and connect to the soft, warm animal aspect of our human bodies, okay? Connect with your other self. And this is not it, okay? The physical form. We are spiritual beings. Without her alluring promise of new delights, we would never have the impetus or courage to re-enter the cosmic birth canal and be born over and over again. With each birth, we celebrate the joy and magic of our own precious incarnation here on earth. Okay, like I talk about that too in my lives, okay? We've been reincarnated. You was here before, we all was here before, okay? And now you here to wake up and get conscience. And to gain consciousness, this is why you're here. And if you don't gain that consciousness, as I tell everybody else, you got to come back. You got to keep coming back here until you wake up and start living truth. And stop living, lies, like holidays and shit like that. We don't do that no more. Okay, I still get her costume. I still, get her candy, but we don't celebrate that shit at all, okay? But, you do it for the kids. It's fun. But you don't teach them, okay, that's okay. She know it's a fucking lie, okay? But we in the matrix. What can we do? So basically, all right, this is what this book is deep, okay? So you probably don't understand certain stuff, but basically it's trying to tell you to get back to where you once were, all right? Because you forgot. All right, with each birth, we celebrate the joy of magic, our precious incarnations here on earth. One of Bast's function is to help the birth mother distinguish and call for the new soul that is coming toward her during conception. Every act of creation requires birth, whether it is the words that come from our mouth or the food that arrives at the table, okay, and our thoughts too, okay, can be birthed. So be careful what you think, because you manifest that into the reality, okay? So think good and positive thoughts, loving thoughts. If you have drawn this card, Bast is showing up as a guardian and guide to lead you to your heart's desire and to bring your instincts and sensuality into alignment with your holy longing. Pay close attention to what you are now birthing into the world. Bast will help you see and hold to the higher dedication and commitment underlying what you most desire to create. Okay, what they were saying that in the cards too, all right, in your other reading. All right, what you create, your thoughts become reality, okay? So be careful what you manifest. You manifest that law of attraction, what you put out in the universe, you get back, okay? Additionally, consider how cats are self-confident and self-contained, and how they reflect for us a strong example of self-love and self-care. If Bast appears in your reading, make the time to settle in and pamper yourself. You deserve it. That was a beautiful reading, Cuzzo. That was a beautiful reading. That was an awesome reading. So, you know what? You do deserve it. You have success in the other card. Your last but not least, you had Baz. And they said you deserve it, baby girl. Yes, you do. Cuzzo, Queen, Goddess, Empress. Man, love you off. I'm here for you. If you have any questions or concern, let me know if this reading resonated. And let's continue. with this journey. Peace, Kazo. Namaste. Ashe.